What's happening, party people? I am in the Las Vegas area. If you are in the Las Vegas area and you have a cam locking tool, please call or text me, let me know. I'm trying to help a guy out that's really in need. He's got some VVT hub leaks on his S60 and he needs my help getting that leak stopped and getting that car fixed so he can continue to drive it. He's in a bad spot, so I'd like to help him out if I can, but I can't do it without cam locking tools, and I left my cam locking tools in Cincinnati. So call or text me, let me know if you got cam locking tools so we can try to help this guy out. Other than that, I got a couple people, maybe 2-3 people to help today, somebody to help tomorrow. I got to finish some stuff for myself today, tomorrow, maybe part of Saturday. Get out of here, get to Albuquerque. So in this video, I was still in Chicago. Unfortunately, I was working out in the elements, and by the end of the day, it started snowing. It snowed almost 2-3 inches in Chicago in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was snowing hard. I had to get out of there. So I wrapped that up for the meantime and got out of there. I appreciate y'all watching, appreciate your support. Somebody left a message last day or two with the, I guess, illusion that YouTube was helping me out in a good way financially. Let me tell you guys, if it wasn't for the support of my folks over at Patreon and people being generous to me, random donations, stuff like that, there's no way I could bring you guys these daily videos. That I get paid somewhere around $2.30 an hour making these daily videos. I went back and checked the videos that have been up for 6 months. Back in September, I posted some videos. Those videos made like $7.20, $8.50, $5.40 after sitting up for 6 months. So you think $7-8 a day for making these daily videos take about 2-3 hours? Man, that is not something you could write home for or be financially proud of. I seen a little clip that one of my content creators posted up, and the clip's about Baby Billy. Baby Billy was talking about some product he was selling and how much money he was making from it, and he said he makes absolutely nothing, zero, zilch, after he pays his lab, his people that's making the product, people packaging it, shipping it. He makes absolutely nothing. And then somebody said, then why do you do it, Baby Billy? He said, because I'm selfless. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Time to get cracking today on this manual V70. I believe it's a 2000 model. Pushing the clutch, pushing the key. Fires right up, man. This thing is fast. Oh, SRS light stayed on longer than I thought. And it's got a service light. Want to reset that. Other than that, it's looking good. Let this thing warm up a second. Let that idle drop down and get to work. This vehicle has new headlights on it. But man, they must have been installed by the U.S. Air Force because they are aimed high. Look like you got a sensor hanging down under there too. But we're going to go ahead and try to pull these headlights down a little bit. I mean, they are probably not touching the ground and they hit the trees 100 yards out. So let me get these headlights down and try to find an oil leak. Looked like this thing's had an engine replaced. It's 75,000 mile engine. A little over 2 years ago. And the vehicle has 308. Let's grab a 10 and see if we can adjust these lights. When I tighten this 10mm on the back, this screw on top turns loosen, that takes the headlight beam down. I can see that float in there is going up toward the back. That's taking the headlight down. So I can also pick up this black blanket, put it up to the car, walk back 10 feet and still see the beam on this black blanket. So the bubble in this one is, man, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like that's a number 6 maybe. A red line, that bubble is ending at. It's probably centered maybe at 0. So let me turn this back here and see where this bubble moves to. I'm gonna take that thing all the way over to hopefully 9. Okay, I see the bubble moving now. Now the bubble is centered on that red line, which is a 6. So let's see. It's going back more. Let me center that around that red line, number 6. It's going, it's going, it's going. Went a little bit too far, but that's probably about where I want it. All right, let's pick up the blanket and see if the light falls down as I walk back instead of up while I walk back. Okay, the blanket's touching the ground right there. Let's move this thing back and see if it's touching the ground back here. It's still hot. It's not falling down, it's still falling up. So I'm going to leave it bubble back a little bit closer to the back, man. These things are really high. I don't know if it has something to do with the way they're installed, but I got the adjustment all the way down to get the headlight to stay level or maybe drop just a little bit as I go out. So that's where it's at. That's where I'm leaving it. And it's better than it was. Maybe close to perfect. He said the car is losing coolant. So let's start it and make sure the head gasket is good. And then find out where it's losing coolant from. It's at 374. He was thinking about replacing the spark plugs on it. So, car's running, the car's at temp. See if we can get this coolant reservoir cap off of here. And we can. It's maintaining this level. Head gasket is assumably good. So let's see if we can find a coolant leak and a oil leak. We are ramped up. Let's see if we can find an oil leak. Do. Belt looks dry. That's good. Don't see no oil over here. That's good. Don't see no oil down there. That's good. Let's get under here. Oil is gravity fed. Ooh. Machine shop there. That place is noisy. Take this sensor here. Plug it in right there. So it's not hanging down. Man. It is dry under here. That is a good thing. No oil leak here, man. Everything is dry. I don't see coolant or oil. Let's check his. Oh, somebody got his brake line all twisted up. spun around, and in some points it's rubbing on his axle. I don't know why. This is the second car I've seen around here with the brake lines twisted instead of arched up toward the hood of the car. And I don't know what's going on here. Let me turn the light on. That looks wet, like a oil leak, but oop, that boot is torn wide open. That would be it. So he needs a CV axle and he needs this brake line straightened out. That mount's good. No evidence of leaking out of his timing belt cover. And he's in good shape as far as oil leaks go. That mount looks good. That mount looks good. These NA cars, they don't leak near as much oil as the turbo cars do. Oh, wow. I wonder if this wheel skirt is missing on the other side. See how that brake line is arched? That's how they're supposed to be. Oh, transmission fluid. Ah, there we go. Transmission fluid not supposed to be red on this car. I wonder if that's power steering fluid. Let's take a closer look back there at the rack. Oh yeah, this wheel arch skirt is totally gone that protects the serpentine belt area. That needs to be replaced. So let's go back here and check this power steering fluid. Here we go. Hard to tell if it's the line or the rack. Let's get under here a little further. Ooh, that line is rubbing on the anti-sway bar. That's not good. And that line is hard to replace. I wonder why that is. I've never seen that before. Anti-sway bar rubbing on the power steering rack line. Up there it's dry. Is it dry up there? Yeah. The bolt's dry, but it's wet right here. I bet you that bar is rubbed through that line. It just moves a little bit. But somebody got that thing digging in there good. Okay. That's the source of that. Let's see if we can find some coolant somewhere. Like the heater core or something. Brake pads are good, but he's got some good wear in them rotors. Those rotors will have to be replaced next time. See all that wear in those rotors, but the pads are good. Pads, I don't know how many millimeters you call that, but it's as thick as the bracket. But you'll need to get rotors next time. Man, these tires are starting to look cracky. Yeah, they're cracked up. 2019 Michelins. Man, I used to believe in Michelins. This is a almost 5-year-old tire all cracked up. When did Michelin start buying crack? Somebody's got this ETM harness all taped up, and they got a wire spliced into it here. And it is not in its bracket. It was hanging down there past the ground wire, past the transmission when I seen it. So I don't know what their plans are for that. This vacuum line is not where it's supposed to be. The ground wire is good. That's a good thing. Do. See if we can lift this bottle up. See if that clamp is causing a leak or something. Can't really see if it's wet down there or not. Well, let me stop this door from chiming. Sound like a single woman's fire detector. Start pulling the floor mat back, and as you can see, that is soaking wet. Let's pull this carpet down. Looks like somebody's already had it pulled down and torn. And see if this heater core is leaking or the firewall junction. I don't see nothing coming off the heater core. Is that a little drop? Let me put my dry glove under there and nothing coming down from the firewall. I don't know where this water coming from. Maybe it has something to do with snow. Yep, heater core is dry and warm. Good. I don't know where his coolant's going. It's got a coolant leak. It's going somewhere. See how low the fluid is on this power steering. And it's low. Let me wipe it off and double check it. Also noticed this heater hose going into the firewall junction. That top hose, man, that thing is soft as bubble gum. That's not good. Somebody's got this fan out of its bracket and screws missing from it. What else is going on here? I saw something when I looked over here a minute ago. That thing right there don't look like it reached. Yeah, that power steering is all the way low. It's down at the first D on add. I don't know what's going on with that power steering rack down there. Little plastic looking sleeve thing is just loose on top of that steering rack neck. Anyway, let me get in touch with the owner and see what he wants to do about this power steering leak. He also wanted me to fix this door check strap. Yeah, the metal's torn there. I'd have to get another piece of metal to brace that door with, pulling this door off. So, but I think we got priorities here. Got this cargo cover installed. Wanted me to do something with this radio too. So I got the radio, door check strap, power steering leak. I can't find the coolant leak. I went and looked at the line on my car, this power steering line. It's a return line. Comes back up to here with a clamp. So it's not a high pressure line. It may be fixed, maybe possibly with a hose. I looked up a little higher and it comes right under that engine mount, but the top of it is also rubbing that support bracket for the steering rack. So that line was installed low. Mine has, man, a 1/4 inch clearance at least. This one's touching, and mine has a bigger bar. So mine probably had a 1/2 inch clearance because of the way the line was positioned when it was secured. So let me talk to the owner. Alex thinks I can cut it and put a hose on it with a couple of clamps. Let's see if the owner wants to try that. I think a hose clamp and a rubber hose might interfere with the integrity of the bend in it. I think part of the way it's molded and bent helps it clear stuff. You put a hose in it, it might start sagging and rub somewhere else even worse. So let's see what the owner wants to do. Removing this door so I can fix this door check strap. I didn't realize that the door was totally torn out of this check strap. When these things start popping and jamming, you got to replace them. You can't wait until they tear the door totally out. I don't know if I can fix this or not. Sadly, there's not much left of this. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix this or not. I'm probably going to have to go to a salvage yard and cut out a piece all the way up and across to here to fix this. This thing is destroyed. Alex, hard at work here. Just keep going. It'll open easier. Just keep going. Don't worry, it'll quit clicking. Just keep going. Sometimes they just click. It's nothing wrong. Just keep going. Right. I beat this thing as flat as I could. with a piece of metal, a couple of hammers, trying to get it leveled out so we could tack weld these pieces on. So I'm gonna pull this harness through and out of the way so that it's out of the way of the welding. Heck, I know that's not going through there, so I'm gonna have to pull the harness through by disconnecting these parts and pulling it out that way. Let me ask if they need that harness pulled out of the way. Had to get the wire harness out of the way. Now we are ready to clean this up and hit it with a few welds. Since this is a return line, we're going to try to bend this up, cut it, put a hose on it. I'm also probably going to put a piece of rubber up there so it doesn't rub that bracket right there too. Let me see if I can pry that up a little bit. It should be soft aluminum. And there it is, folks. It rubbed right through it, maybe in 2 places. So I'm going to cut it and slide a hose on it and clamp it off on both sides, or at least I'm going to try. And hopefully it won't start leaking up there in that joint from where I bent it. See if we can get this cut and a hose slid on there. Okay, so got this hose on. We got it off of the anti-sway bar. We got it double clamped here, double clamped there. We cut a piece out of it about a 1/2 inch long so we can get this hose on there and bent in the right place. So should be good for return. I'm gonna fill it up with fluid and run it, see if it drips. Wipe this stuff down here first. Those are the 2 pieces I cut out of there, mainly so I can get the hose to take a turn that it needed to take, not as aggressive as this pipe was. It's a hard line. So we're gonna fill that fluid back up and leak check it. It looks like they're running auto transmission fluid in this power steering system, and I'm pretty sure this takes that special stuff with that different pump on there, so not sure how long that's gonna last. This is auto trans fluid, right?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be red.
Okay. Has not leaked a drop. I think we are good to go. All right, let me get this door fixed. Get out of here. It's starting to snow out. And here we are. Alex has got this thing welded, floated, extra weld material on there. We're getting ready to grind it down and make it look a little better. And this should be strong. Shouldn't be coming apart anymore. So that's why I had to take the wire harness out so we can get at it.
Before weld, hit it in the process.
Here we go. Getting ready to hit it with wire brush. Trying to get that in, can't get it in because that piece there is like seized. It's not fluctuating. Came in this box here. So we're going to see if Alex has one that'll work. Get that thing installed, prime and paint this. Get that grinder work. Man, this thing should not break anymore. Let's get all that extra material on there. That thing is tough. Dodge Ram tough.
Couldn't move it.
Yeah, this is supposed to be able to move like this pivot with the door. And that thing there, I couldn't move it with a pair of pliers. That thing is hard. Got a lot of grease on it though.
Well, it helps.
Yeah,
Greasy.
it's greasy.
And there's some stuff here. Some writing. There's grease. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was tapping on it trying to get this to move, and that nut fell out of it. I don't know where that goes, where it came from. This raw melted metal will start rusting immediately. So we're going to prime and paint it. Not trying to have it rust out before we get it on the car. Dan the man said hello. I'm headed over his house when I leave here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, then I gotta go home. I got a doctor's appointment Sunday. Then I'll be back Sunday night to do a little bit of work Sunday and a little bit of work Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna hit it with some kind of a degreaser or something.
Yeah, because I touched it. And my fingers is as greasy as they get after touching that greasy part.
Oh, you mean the one that came in a container? What shiny gold color? Maybe it's gold. That's why he paid so much money for it.
Gold. I don't know, man.
Or is it cheap?
I don't know.
You probably should hit it from inside as well. You know, inside the door. Use a primer. You think?
Yeah, if you think, you should. Guess my headlight is dead.
Oh, well, so much for your headlight.
I got another one in the car.
Alright, so hold it like that a little. Somehow with that thing.
Alright. Rocking and rolling. Hit that with some degreaser. We touched it, fitting that piece in there, and that will make your paint not hold, that's for sure. There it is, folks. Ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna bolt that door check strap in there, drop that wire harness in there, get that stuff in place, get this door on, because it is getting dark outside. I got the wire harness in, that in, I got a new light. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let me get that plastic piece there. Go hang this door, plug it in, bolt that on. That works nice and smooth. And shut this down. And here we are, folks. It is snowing out this mug. I'm almost done. I got this door hung. I got to put this on, the door panel on, then we can check it. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and button this up real quick. We got it together. Let's check it out. And it holds the door open. Holds it open there. Holds it open there, and it's quiet as a mouse. We're good to go. Let's get my tools put away. Move this car back where it needs to be for the owner to come get it and work up his invoice. And this is why you don't do Chicago in the winter. Good Lord.
Oh yeah.
Ending the day. Look at that, man. That laser is on the ground. Front wheel drive swapped, manual swapped. About to hit the road.
Oh yeah.
Ready for the shows.
Oh yeah. Almost.
Almost.
But that much more to go.
All right. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. You seen on that V70 door, man, it would probably been cheaper if we'd have went to the salvage yard, yanked the door out. If we could have found one the right color, that would have been the thing to do, because that thing got expensive. Pulling it, taking the wiring out of it, welding it, painting it, all that stuff, putting another check strap in. Try not to destroy those doors. When those check straps go bad, just replace them. And surely don't keep using them and then popping. If they start that, pull a bolt out of the door check strap where it goes into the frame of the car. Lemonade has all 4 of those torn up. So I gotta look at redoing the door jamb and the door skin on Lemonade on all 4. That'd be $500-600 worth of work trying to get those doors, at least on the minimum. You know, so I mean, if I was paying the shop to do it, I'll probably be looking at $300-400 a door. It just, man, it ain't worth it when you can pull a bolt out of those check straps, let those doors float, until you get a new check strap. Check straps, 20, 30 bucks, man. Get a new check strap. Don't tear those up. Anyway, I appreciate everybody's watching. Appreciate your support. And hope you have a great day.